Hey guys, K-Soak here. Yes, that was an Arsenio Hall arm. I just want you to know, I can do the best Arsenio arm. I mean, I can do it to where I'm like almost like dislocating my elbow to achieve the perfect Arsenio situation. If you don't know who Arsenio Hall is, you're too young to be on here. I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, I wanted to share something with you guys. And yes, I will try to post more often. So many of you have reached out to me and been like, what is up? Got some stuff going on in my family concerning health issues. And so I've been focusing on just getting the mind, body, and soul in the right spot so that I can continue to give back. And I feel good. I'm here. Thank you so much. But my husband's barber, I want to share a story with you. My husband's barber is from Vietnam, and he owns his own shop. He's worked his way up. Actually, my husband's been going to him since he was renting a spot in somebody else's barber shop. So it's really cool. He was able to open his own here in town, and my husband just adores him, and he goes in. He would probably not say that he adores him, because that's definitely not something my husband would ever say. But I know he highly respects the man. Anyways, he was talking to him yesterday, and he was saying how his wife, wants to move, and he's not going to at this time. And then his barber said, why? What's one of the reasons? And he said, well, the school system, because they're teaching critical race theory in Oregon and Washington. And his barber said, what is critical race theory? So my husband, he's explaining to his Vietnamese barber what critical race theory is. And his barber had no idea that that was being taught in schools. And he had an aha moment. He said, my 14-year-old daughter comes home spouting off all this liberal bullshit. And he said, we haven't had a productive conversation in 2 months because I do not allow her to have to speak this garbage at the dinner table. And so she just pretty much goes in and reprieves. And so, it's sad to think now he knows at least a little glimpse into what his daughter is being taught in school. And he really did not know. And he said, what garbage it is. He said, I'm an immigrant. I've worked my ass off to get where I am, and I continue to. He works 7 days a week and doesn't get paid vacations, etc. He works so hard for what he has. And that is the case with so many people. And he just thinks it is such garbage to say that because you have white skin that you are privileged and that life just comes easy to you. It doesn't. It doesn't. I've had to work for everything I have because school didn't come easy for me. I didn't have great grades. I didn't go to some great college. I struggled my way through community college. That's just me. But with my personality and work ethic, I've been able to achieve. And I didn't have parents that were able to pay for everything. No, I mean, I paid for it all myself. I went to college at night and worked during the day. People don't realize this. And it's such garbage to be told that because we have white skin that we are privileged. That is so not the case. And I'm sick and tired of this even being on the table. It does not belong in our schools. And it's so wrong that it is being passed to be taught in these leftist states such as my own. Let's talk about the Colonial Pipeline that runs through 17 U.S. states and is responsible for 45% of jet fuel, gasoline, and diesel for the East Coast. Has been offline due to a hacking. And I put my opinion out there yesterday that I heavily believe that the left is involved with this pipeline going offline. Now, I had a few people say, what evidence do you have? That is the beauty of an opinion, is I do not need hard evidence to tell you what common sense tells me. Common sense tells me that this is a great distraction from what is happening concerning the recounts, the gas inflation that was already taking place before this, and so many other aspects. Let's just think about what they're doing right now. The left has blamed Russia. When in doubt, blame Russia, right? The Russia hoax, it's another Russia hoax. Russia has denied any involvement in this pipeline hacking. I have had people say, well, It might have been the left, or it might have been one of the countries such as China or somewhere in the Middle East that wants to see America fail. That is a very valid point. But I highly doubt that one of these countries would be doing it without somebody on the left orchestrating. We know that right now we are being ran by dictators and they are tyrants. So what that means is they are going to work with the elitist, even if they are in other countries, to further get rid of this middle class that makes up the majority of the country. They want to see it a two-class system where you have either the 1% or the 99, and they want all the 99 in the shitter, dependent on the government for our survival. I could go on, but common sense, my friends, no. Nobody handed me a document. I don't have emails. I'm not a hacker. I can't go in and give you some emails showing that the left was involved. That's the beauty of giving my opinion, is I don't have hard evidence, but I have a head on my shoulders and a good gut instinct to tell you, this smells fishy. Okay, update on Mask Mom. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a few posts back, I talked to you all about Mask Mom. Anyways, I'm walking on the same trail with her and her little sidekick yesterday, and she says, yeah, that's her, to her sidekick. And they look at me, and, you know, thinking back, I always do this. I'm like, I should have said that. Thinking back, I should have said, I go by they. Thank you. Who do you think you are to assume? You know, pull some leftist bullshit out my pocket and put it in their face. Like, you know what? I don't go by her. Who do you think you are? Just assuming I'm a her. You know, I just want to fucking play their own game right back at them and just be obnoxious like they are. You know, it's funny though. I've noticed she doesn't say anything to me directly. It was only when my husband and I are together. So it's like, it's just some weird dynamic and I don't get it. But I'm walking on, literally we're outside on a trail with trees and everything, walking kids to school, and every freaking mom has a mask on except my awesome Vietnamese neighbor who is cool and loves Trump. Everyone else has a mask on in the wilderness. I am so sick of this shit. They're crazy. And literally, I can't help but say to myself, noted, I will not have my kid hang out with your kid because you're nuts. You're wearing a mask outdoors. You're cultivating a psychotic environment. And if you ever ask for my kid to come over to play with yours, unfortunately, the answer is no, because I don't have room in my life for any more bullshit. I'm sorry. That's just where I'm at right now. I'm very choosy on who my children will be interacting with. And you should be too. You should be too. Be mindful, because indoctrination doesn't just happen in schools. It can also happen if your child is at their neighbor's house being indoctrinated by their OCD, hand-washing, mask-wearing BS. Hey, I'm here. Yes.